Hi everyone, and welcome to my preview race this week of the main race at Belmont on Saturday, the listed $100,000 Farnley Stakes of 1,400 metres. The rail's out 5 metres, and the track is good, and the weather should be just fine. So I think the track will play nicely, play fair. There shouldn't be any bias, and every runner should get their chance really, as long as they're ridden okay, which didn't happen on Wednesday. Now, okay, this is my map on the race, as we can see here. I think there's plenty of pressure in the race, or at least an even tempo in the race anyway, with Saraceno, who's been racing over 1,000 metres, pushing on from 8. Snow Chino should take the trail from barrier 3 and get a good run. Multiverse similar from 4. Abdicator comes over with Saraceno for mine, and they should ensure a genuine tempo. Just Act Natural. There's a few of these who will be looking to get spots up close fairly handy, so I think this puts Just Act Natural out on a limb potentially and makes it hard for it. The favourite is Tell Them We're Coming. He'll go back to last or might end up in the 3-wide trail up here for Pike, but it's okay because I think the pace will be okay, and I think the field will open up a bit as they get into the straight. So we'll go into the form here and look at the first runner, who is Disposition, who is third up, went to his best first up here going 108, then didn't hold second up going 104, and up to 1,400 is okay. Map's okay. I've given 106.5. Couple of little question marks, being an 8-year-old and third up might need another run. Makes it a $48 chance for me. It's about a 25 to 1 chance in the real market. Variations, one who I think is a solid winning chance. Maps well for mine. Got gate 11, but I do have it dropping in. You know, maybe it'll end up on a limb, but hopefully not. Hopefully I think it can get a run just behind this good pace. Came back well going 107. Closed it out well over the very informed grade again in that race at 1,300 metres Belmont, and up to 1,400 metres suits, back to a dry track suits. And as I said before, maps well. It's gone forward second up. 3 preps ago, went forward second up. 2 preps ago, went forward second up. Last prep, you can see it going forward again. Ticks a lot of boxes here today, and I think I think it's $5. I get 110, $5.70 chance. Best is 111, which is in the railway back there. And I think a couple of years ago, and I think it makes a $5.70 chance. It's about $7.50 the real market, so could be a value bet. Pushing Shapes, I don't give much of a chance to. 7-year-old didn't come up last prep. Previous prep here was back at 109, but it hasn't come up, and so I think he might be going backwards in his form. It's only 25 to 1 the real market, but it'll probably drift. The favourite in the race is Tell Them We're Coming, who, as I said, on the map will very likely go back to here. He races that way anyway, and drawn 13, he's not going to have much choice. Pike, I doubt he'll be trying to lead. So they will go back, but the pace being okay means the field should open up, as I said, and Pike should be able to find some runs somewhere. Even if he gets on the back of this 3-wide line, there'll be something out there in the 3-wide line and gets a right card in and then hooks out to the outside, something like that. That'll be his way plan, unless he does one of his rides where he tries to pinch inside, runs in the backsides all the way. But I wouldn't think he'd do that with this horse, and he needs room to open up and run on. And I think with pressure on, the field will open up a bit anyway, as I said. Good horse, 110 horse for mine. Hasn't done 110 yet, but there's very unlucky 107 here, which is more like 110. Sorry, that wasn't this one here, 107. This is a good 107 with more in the tank. This is an unlucky 107. Yeah, and first up, that won a trial for this. The pressure on will suit. Pike on, and he's a winner, wins a lot of races. And so I've given it close to its top, what I think is its top, 109.5. Make it a $3.50 chance. It's $3 in the real market at the moment, so it's not a bet. But I'd be willing to get on $4 if it did drift tomorrow. And with that map, it might drift. If you've got $4, I'd be on. Abdicator, one of the other chances behind the favour. A few chances just behind the favour for mine, as we'll see when I get to my prices. Fourth up and ready to do its best. It's been 106 first up, best of 107. A couple of little flat runs over 16 and 16.50. Should be fitter for those, and back to 1,400 racing in the breeze. Should have plenty of fitness from those 2 runs and be strong at the end of the 14 this time. So giving up to 106.5 Abdicator, which makes it an $8 chance for me, and that's what it is in the real market. If it got out to $11 or $12, I'd be very willing to be on it. Just Act Natural is a 7-year-old who I think is best is behind him. He's got 112 all the way back here, nearly 2.5 years ago. But his rating's been going backwards, as you can see, since he did nothing first up, so I don't give him any chance. 500 to 1, and I also mapped it on a limb, if you recall, so out there, not much going right for it. Market says 33 to 1. That's very stingy. He'll drift. Mad Brad went to its best here last start, winning at Belmont on over the 1,400 metres, same trip. Went 104. M-rate of only 89. Market didn't really like it. 66 to 1, $67 there. Found his best 104 back here as well, and $12. So he wins at good odds. I'll give him that. But doesn't win often, and 104 is not going to win. He also might have a tricky map being barrier 1 back here, and may end up, not really getting a run. And 104 is very likely not going to win anyway, making the $61 chance market's 19. Multiverse, one of those other ones. It's a hope in the pack that's behind the favourite. And as I said earlier, one of these, he maps well, just getting a really nice run from barrier 4 behind the pace, so he should get the ideal run. And it's been racing really solidly. 105 here, 106 is a really solid genuine horse with the way maps and everything being right in that respect. Right track, right trip, likes to drive. Happy to give the 106, makes it a $10 chance, but he's only $6 in the real market. Neurological, another one in that group. Put in a poor one last up, but this was very solid here, 104, 107. And 107 would make it a really solid chance in this. I do have one problem with Neurological. I would have been keen to mark it up towards that 107, except that they have put the bar plates on tomorrow, and that is usually a sign that the horse might be feeling its feet a bit. So 106 could have even gone down 105 and a half potentially. Doing that would make it out a bit further. So actually, I haven't updated it, doesn't matter. So 106 anyway made it a $10 chance, and that would it's $14 real market. I mean, it is a winning chance. I'll probably go 16, 17, maybe have a small bet, but probably leave it go. Red Publisher, is back in form. 97, 103. This is a decent 103 where he didn't get much of a look from along the straight, but his best is 105, and I don't see him going beyond that, and he'll need more than that. Very likely to win this race. I'm making a $27 chance. It's only a $12 chance in the real market. I guess they're, seeing that he is in form, but I think you'll find one better. Could run a place, but I think you'll find one or two better. Next horse is Saracino, who will lead on my map. Joint lead with Abdicator coming across, as I said earlier. Saracino has been racing 1,000-metre races and racing on pace or leading, and I think it's been a while since he's raced over 1,400 metres. He's got okay figures back here, but I think he is a little bit of a query to get a strong 1,400 metres. One back here years ago in the west at Trenton in New Zealand over 1,400. Here, he's sort of best is more around the 1,200. Didn't quite get 14 here at Echuca. Over in the west, he's been racing the sprint trips up to 1,400. Is just a question all of a sudden from 1,000. It's a bit of a weird thing to do from a training planning perspective. I gave him 103.5, 33 to 1. It's $15 real market. So, like I said, not going to be on. Snow Chino had been racing very well prior to last start, winning 3 in a row, 98, 106, 106. Those 106 are strong wins. Went to the line really well. 106 makes a genuine chance. The only question mark I have is that whether the prep's getting long, or whether that was like a little bit of an end of prep kind of run, just had its chance but didn't quite find enough. However, back to 14, might not have also got the 1,650 metres that day. Back to 1,400 metres is a positive. 3 weeks off, back to 1,400 is positive as well. I was happy to give it 106 in the end. And on the way it maps, gets the right run, 1,400 metres, a little freshen, a little 3 weeks off, mini freshen. Give it the 106, which makes it a $10 chance. Anyway, that makes it a $10 chance of the fair. It's only $6 in the real market, so won't be on it. We go back. That makes my prices look like this. Callum, we're coming to $3.50 chance. As I said, it's $3 the real market. Gets to 4, it will be on. Variation looks like being a bet. Looks like being an overlay. Wouldn't mind being on both of them, but probably might not happen. Some are coming, might not get out that far. And if these ones were decent overlays, might be worth a little speculative little bet as well. But I'd like you on telling them to come in if we could. Drift would be good, but and at this stage, $3 is obviously not long enough. That's my market and that's the race. And hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully might steer you into a winner there in one of those top couple. Have a great Saturday.